Hi, this is Outlaw Bookseller, and this is a bit of an experiment really. As you can see, we're unboxing one of these dreadful cheap record players that all the audiophiles hate. And calm down everybody, this is just for a bit of fun. I got this at Sainsbury's for 30 quid. 30 quid, I couldn't resist it really. I've got, let me see, I had £5 on my Nectar card, £15 left over from cash my mother gave us for Christmas to buy a new mattress. So it's cost me 10 quid. And I used to have a Bush when I was a young lad, and that was my sort of default record player from, it was the first record player I ever had, and it went up to the time that, I got a proper stereo in, I think it was 1979, and it was mono. And I have looked various times online at the actual model I had, and they pop up now and again. Maybe I'll try and put some pictures of them in some stills into this video. And basically, I would like one, but you can find them working, but the ones you find working never have a spindle, the sort of silvery spindle in the middle, so you could stack 45s on. And the ones which aren't working always have it, and they're only for parts, so it's a no-win situation. I can't see me fiddle around with parts. So I'm just going to get this out of here a second, and this is not a serious unboxing. There's plenty of unboxings of these sort of things on YouTube with people showing you how to play a record, and whether they're any good, whether they're rubbish, what have you. And for this sort of amount of money, they're not going to be great. But so it's just a bit of fun, and the whole idea is that because I can never get to my regular turntable, as I keep saying, there's about 600 CDs on it. Piled up, I thought I'd get one of these and stick it in the bedroom, and I can play old punk rock singles on it. I'm not going to play really good quality records. I'm going to play old worn records on, and of course I'm not going to play anything I don't have on CD. I've got pretty much everything I ever wanted on CD, with the exception of a few things which haven't been released. Those things I burnt a mini disc a long time ago from the vinyl, so I'm not going to sort of do that. And it's a funny thing, isn't it, the vinyl revival? People talk about all sorts of things. I mean, myself, you'll see videos saying that vinyl is great, you'll see other videos saying vinyl is rubbish and what have you, and the fact is that I personally think that CDs are better sound quality and they last longer. But of course a lot of it is subjective. It depends what sort of kit you have and so on. And I'm not going to do the dull parts where I take all this stuff off. I'm just going to do some bits and pieces here, and then maybe we'll show it working. So there we go. I'm just going to flip off a minute and get all the dull parts done. Okay, so here it is in all its glory. I've done the construction, which is minimal. It is very light and feels very flimsy, I have to say. There's the turntable, he said laughingly, the iconic Bush label, because we know these things are probably all made in China, and there's just licensing the brands and what have you. But it is what it is. It's just a bit of fun, as I say, to play the old fuzzy warbles on, as Alex of A Clockwork Orange said, and it's nice, it fits on the desk actually. I've wanted one for a while, just to sort of so I can pop on the odd punk single, as I say, and irritate the neighbours if they get too noisy. There you go. And there it is, and it's got this little volume control there, and there's this little button you press, and wow, the turntable spins. How exciting! So I'm going to try something on there now and see what it comes out like. What are we going to go with? Well, we're going to go with Hawkwind, of course, as you would, because that's the way it is. Right, now this copy of Warrior on the Edge of Time hasn't been played for God, I couldn't tell you. It hasn't been played. I've had a CD since the early 90s. So it's probably the last time this was played would have been the early 90s, I guess. So let's see what we get. We'll pop that over there. This is handheld shooting, so bear with me because this is probably going to be absolutely crap. So just, no, my cueing is off. Bear with me. You lose touch. My cueing is still off. My God, what a cack-handed. There you go. Okay, so I've turned down now because of course we don't want any copyright. This is, you know, we want Dave Brock on me, you know, so there you go. As much as I love Dave. Hey Dave. So there's the iconic UA label. What fun it is. Look at that, great stuff. So I can now spin a few of the old discs in the bedroom. Fantastic. Okay, well it's time to sort out some stuff and get it ready for a trip to Hay-on-Wye, because you know, you acquire things, you get too much. I mean, some of this I've already got on eBay, some of the more collectible out of print stuff. Most of my books I will tend to have a clear out about once a year and go to Hay and see a couple of dealers I know there and just sort of clear stuff out. And you know, you obviously go through it a few times to see if you want to keep anything. Lewis Shiner there. I like Lewis Shiner, but I found that too long. I only really need one Charlene Harris book about the assassination of Franz Ferdinand, which I read a long time ago. Book of guitar chords. You do not want to hear me play the guitar. Paul Auster, quite a common that one. I love his early stuff. Once he gets to about turn of the century, gets a bit ropey. McCaffrey, nice cover, but there you go. Obscure SF. A few things the good lady has been reading, they're okay. I should really look on the other side to see what I've got in terms of larger stuff. Try and fit larger things into this box. John Savage in 1966, very good, but I don't think I'll read it again. Berto Saviano, who I think is really brave, but I don't particularly like his stuff. Patricia Highsmith, plotting suspense fiction. She admits that, you know, she sort of made it up as she went along, didn't have much of a system. You know, says that everything she does is a failure. Of course she wasn't. She had loads of fantastic books. Another Anne McCaffrey in there. See, some of these things are already on, you know, on eBay, the collectible ones. Jeff Noon, I loved the first one of those, but didn't enjoy that one so much. So John Brenner, Society of Time, I've got 2 copies of that. John Densmore's book on the Doors. I don't think I'll read that again. I am getting rid of some of my rock and roll books because some of them I've read time and time again, and I've made notes of all the salient facts that I want. This was quite good, this book on Record Shops, going for a song. HMV usually sell for about £5, so it's worth watching out for. Colin Wilson, The Angry Young Men. I do like Colin Wilson, but I got rid of most of my non-fiction. I've got to have some space for things, so that's that lot. I'm going to shove that into a corner because I've only got the one box and stack things on the top. So get that out of the way. Hopefully I'll be going to Hay in May. There'll be another Hay-on-Wye video, which will basically be me flogging these, and then you see what I buy with the proceeds, he said laughingly. So there's some more other bits and pieces here. At least that's nice and neat and tidy now. It was a bit of a mess. Into the corner. Okay, so that's the start. Okay, this is like an eBay box. This is some things I'll try and get on eBay. That's a Jam songbook, an original from the late 70s. Most of the sort of stuff from in the city. High on Rebellion, book Manchester, Kansas City. Good book actually, but you know, I am really short of space, so it's got to go. These are out of print, so they'll go on eBay because they're out of print. Lydon's autobiography. I sort of got more Lydon more and more. I'm stuck with him till now. Ray Manzarek, great stuff, but I know so much about the Doors. I'll revisit again. Dee Dee Ramone's autobiography, very funny. One of Dave Thompson's books on Iggy Bowie and Lou Reed, and Barney Hoskins' book on glam, which isn't very good at all. He really doesn't understand it. And Glenn Matlock's book, I Was a Teenage Sex Pistol, long out of print. So I've read these, so they're actually going to go. So I need to get those on eBay, so that's another part of the clearing out done. Okay, so we're going handheld now, and after buying my little cruddy bush turntable, I've made some adaptation to the desk here, because the room is half full of an old mattress. I mentioned this in another video recently, so I can't show the rest of the room, and you know, it wouldn't please the video with us. So we'll have a look there. Yes, that is a Moomin there, Moomin lamp. I sell those in work. And you've got the male impediment, you know, the razor and what have you. Some blank CDs, you know, it's an important date that's sort of backed up there. That yellow box, that's some headphones that my missus just threw in here, so she's obviously using them anymore. Some of the old paperwork needs attending to. Got the notebook, I make all my my lists in there, you know, and start to prepare. That's my YouTube notebook underneath, you know, which I keep meticulous records and plans and what have you. That's my sort of iPhone stuff in there, and you know, use that obviously as part of the great plan. And yeah, so I got the got Marianne Faithfull on there. I've played more LPs this afternoon than I have in decades. It's quite funny. And I found this this amp. You really can't see it at all because it's so dark in here, but there's an amp here which I used to have in one of my bookshops, and I've used that to amplify the deck. That's okay. And I've got the vinyl cleaning solution here. That snaky thing you can see is a armature that I use for the iPhone when I'm doing a desk video. Analog cassette player, marvelous. Look at that, all the impedimenta that men need. Yeah, selfie stick there. That toothbrush there, I clean paperbacks with that, just like my mate Jules Byrne. As you say, the channel is on. I'm taking a look at the comments and what have you. CD-ROM drive, what have you. So I'm pleased with that really. So it's this corner's a little bit more sorted than usual. There's the Martian sort of death ray coming up, bit of Hohen Miro, and that's a Jim Burns print there, signed by Jim. I got that at Bristol Con 7 or 8 years ago. So so yes, I'm very, very pleased with the little changes that buying this bush has sort of forced me to make. So yes, I'm going to relax now, I think, and do some more editing. Bye for now. Enjoy your own man cave.